Hi, I'm State Fire Marshal Butch Browning. This week's Marshal message is, your response is what matters. Well, let me tell you something. I've seen some great responses and I've seen some very volatile responses. And I'm not necessarily talking about when the 911 call comes in. I'm talking about the way in which we as leaders communicate with people, the way in which us as leaders, stand up to a problem, stand up to anger, stand up to, what could be one of the worst things that ever happened to you as a leader. But your response matters. I'll give you some simple examples. I mean, how many times you as a fire chief had a citizen come in, or moreover call on the phone to complain about something? Well, in years past, we've learned that, when the public calls, they are the customer. They are the taxpayer. They do matter. Well, when you pick up that phone and your immediate inkling or your knee-jerk reaction is to defend your department or defend your people, you got to be careful about that, because if you haven't listened completely to that person, and you can give them a response, and it don't have to be a bad response. We as leaders should operate on facts. Transparency, looking at all angles, investigating all pieces, bringing all parties who are a witness or who are an expert to the table is how we should operate. We operate on the facts. So your response is important when the public has a concern, a problem, or even an allegation for that matter. Your response should always be a response of humble nature, a response of understanding, and a promise and a commitment that you are going to get the facts in a very transparent manner. And I'll tell you, many leaders have made mistakes in their response to different adverse problems, both internally and externally to your organization. But that response of being fair, that response of being kind, that response of being a person of peace and a person who wants to build understanding is paramount. And if you haven't already been challenged with that as a leader, it's coming. And I wish you very much self-control. I wish you very much peace in the decisions you have to make. But you must hear out people. You must seek the facts, and you must do what's right. And again, you'll have a time to defend your department on what they did that was right. But you can't defend something that hasn't been properly vetted and properly investigated. But it is certainly a challenging thing that we're seeing in our fire service today, and I wish you luck with that. So remember, together we can bring about better safety, better service, and a better quality of life to all in Louisiana if we would understand that our response matters.